Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and look at this. Olsen and I, we are so excited for the Battlefield 3 beta. We're like jumping up and down. Actually, what we were really excited about was the fact that we got onto the same team. Now, there's some problems with this game, with the beta so far, and I'll go ahead, right now you can see it, the hit detection leaves something to be desired at times, and like this, shooting at the same guy, and then he one-shot kills me with his sniper rifle. So there are some things that are problems with the game. This one's another one that I thought was quite interesting, so I put it in there. I got out of the field of battle. However, on the mini-map, it doesn't say what's inbounds and what's out of bounds. So I kind of ran around wondering where the hell I was going to go. There are times, you know, let's talk about the good. The good is the game looks just fantastic. It's Battlefield. It's a great looking game. The maps are huge, of course, so that's because it's Battlefield. But it's a great looking game. There's some cool animation, like you just saw me vault over that railing. You can vault over stuff. You can you grab onto stuff and jump up. So there are a lot of things that were brought in from Medal of Honor into the Battlefield series, which I like. And it's very much a very Medal of Honor-esque sort of look and feel. It doesn't sound like Battlefield Bad Company 2, and that's one thing I liked. I liked the sound of it, just like the echoey sounds that Battlefield had. Check this out. Here's some more hit detection problems. You know, that's just insane. Ryan D was over with me last night, and we were playing, and he just like, what the hell? Because he watched that, and I'm like, I don't know, man. It's been happening all night long. And check this out, though. This was pretty cool. A little assassination kill. But yeah, so you got sound issues, or, well, I think the sound could be a little bit better. All the weapons seem like they're silence weapons. They just don't sound loud like Battlefield weapons sound, you know? And we all know that DICE, EA Sports, DICE and EA are very good with sound. And so I was expecting a lot more. Now, the game itself, like I said, it looks magnificent. It's Battlefield. It's a great looking game. I mean, who can argue with that? It's a beta too, so I mean there are some obvious problems with it. So it looks great. It plays actually smooth. I didn't have any sort of those problems that people were having with like jumping around, you know, couldn't get out of their spawn because then the servers would kick them back. I think that was mainly an Xbox thing. PS3 for the win. That didn't happen to me. I got into the games just fine. What I did notice though, it was impossible to get in with the party. We would have a group of 4 guys, and we'd go to join a game, and then 3 of us would end up on the other team. And I think, here's my guess. I don't think that the party system is broken at this point. I think what's going on is that they're taking just people and putting them where they need to go. So they're not going to like sit there and make you wait, you know, however long for a spot of 4 guys to open up. However, on the other hand, there were a couple of times where I noticed on my team we were several guys short. And I'm like, well, why did 3 of us end up on the other team and 1 of me end up on this team? So I don't know. I'm kind of torn with, like, is it broken or is it just the beta testing period where they're just not going to allow people to be in large parties? So I'm not sure. Also, the party chat was not working. Like Olsen and I are in the same party. I couldn't hear him. So that was kind of weird. I heard mixed things from different people that the other team, like my buddy Chris, Kakalaki Camper, he was on the other team and he could hear people talking. So I don't know if it was just my experience or my team or whatever, but that was one of the concerns. So you can't really team up, you know, it's going to be kind of a solo play. I mean, it's kind of cool because you play against your friends and sometimes you're on the same team, but you have no way of actually like talking to them and organizing as a team, you know, like, hey, these guys are coming this way. So it's really kind of confusing. It gets to be a lot because when you're in the subway like I am right now, people, it's like you have to have 360-degree awareness because people can come down certain ways. Like there's only one way in, but once you get in, there are certain routes that you can take that'll get you into flanking position to some of these guys, so the bad guys. So this is a good way to tell an enemy that you're there. Throw your ammo pack out. What else did I notice that was kind of a problem? I did mention hit detection. Another thing that I found to be kind of annoying is there were times where I would die and I would never even realize like I was being shot at. Like it would be a sniper bullet, you know, all of a sudden, bam, like that, you're down, you're dead. Like here's a good case in point. I'm shooting at this guy, and he's got an M9, and he killed me. Like you could see just a little bit of red on there. So those would happen all the time, where it would be just like M16 killed you, you know, and you wouldn't even get hit, you would just die. And then there would be times where, you know, you're unloading on somebody and they don't die, they get around the corner, so you're just kind of like, ah, check this out, clutch. This is clutch. I thought this bomb was gonna blow up in my face as I'm disarming. I was so excited. I'm like, oh my god. And that's right now. I don't know if it's a bunch of Call of Duty players who are playing in the beta or not. I don't know exactly what's going on with that. You don't think it would be that way because this is the early beta where people who bought Medal of Honor. And so I had this question a couple of times, like, how did I get into the early beta? Well, I got into the early beta because I bought the Medal of Honor Tier 1 edition. So it's not like I had some cool access, you know. I just bought a game like everyone else could have bought. So, excuse me. Anyways, nobody was really playing the objective. I mean, there were times where, yeah, there was players playing the objective, but a lot of people were running around, and I think more or less they wanted a TDM experience, but instead we were playing Rush on Metro, I think it's called. I'll tell you though, it took me like 5 or 6 games to get this game because I was way too used to playing like I would in Call of Duty because I've been playing a lot of Black Ops. So I was rushing around. I wasn't being as strategic as possible. Like I saw that guy go up there, so I didn't really chase him. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to take a shot. But doing stuff like this, you know, patrolling these stairs or this escalator system, trying to shoot from cover, trying not to expose yourself too much. This is a game where if you're out in the open, you're going to lose a gunfight. Oh man, another thing I don't like now that I see myself throw a grenade, I don't like the way the grenades, you can't cook them, you can't do anything, and the animation is so fast. You just like pull the pin and throw it, and there's no like indicator where the grenade's gonna go. So a couple of, I think I might have recorded it, but a couple of grenades that I threw killed me because they bounced off something miraculously and came back and blew my ass up. Oh yeah, and then also here you go, there's a new term called prone camper. And if you guys play Battlefield, you guys know about the Bush Wookiees. Well, Bush Wookiees are like Bush Wookie Extreme now. There was I got a guy who was in the prone in a bush, and he shot and killed me up in a building. You guys, if you played the beta, you know what I'm talking about. It's the last part of this level where you can get into that 2-story, 3-story right here in this level. Well, in those like grassy, bushy areas, he was there, and I was looking out of the window, looking to kill somebody, and he goes and blows me away. And I'm like, what the hell? And you can see where he is when you die. So they'll show you, like, you know, the kill cam. Well, not kill cam, but they'll show you, like, the person who killed you. And he's, like, crawling through the bushes. I'm like, oh, perfect. So, anyways, guys, this is the last clip that I got from last night. I mean, this is all from the same game. This is, like, one of the best games that I had. Unfortunately, though, it kicked me out of the game, like, right as it was about to end. So I don't know exactly what my score was. I did pretty well. Ryan jumped on. I think he went like 23-3. He's got like the Battlefield tactics working right now, and he's really just tearing some shit up. It was a lot of fun to watch him play because it was pretty impressive, especially coming from like Call of Duty. Watch this knife fail right here. I get a hit marker on him with the knife, and then we exchange gunfire, and somehow he shoots me. So, anyways, guys, that has been the Battlefield 3 beta. I'm going to probably record a little bit more, bring my thoughts in, probably show you some examples later on. But right now, as it stands, I like this game. It looks great. They have some problems with it. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you later.